welcome back. Today I'm going to be making beef and broccoli. It's not your traditional Chinese food recipe because that has too many ingredients and too many things I don't want to play around with today. So I have here on my tray a beef chuck roast. I'm going to take a portion of it and cut it into strips, and then I'll show you my marinade. So I have my knife here. I'm not going to use this entire thing. Some of this I'll use for another recipe. I'm thinking to possibly make a burrito bowl, something like that. Just to be able to shape this easier, I'll cut off a little of the fat. My goal isn't to get rid of all the fat, but I do want, for this recipe, just to be able to slice this easier. I love the fatty parts of the meat. This is part of why I like keto. Okay, so we want this to be kind of thin. Let's go in half. Let's go. Let's cut as thin as possible. I don't necessarily have to have uniform shape. Some of them I might want long, so I can do it like that and then just cut like this way. These are very thin strips, and this is what I'm going for. So I'm going to continue to slice. You need a very, very sharp knife for this. You can make them into strips if you want. You know, the key is to have some meat with good marbling, because if it has a good marbling on it, it'll literally it'll cook and it'll be so tender. I think I'm going to speed this part up and then bring you guys back after I finish fighting with this piece. Here are my strips, and then I'll show you the next step. We're gonna make the marinade. I'm taking a gallon size Ziploc bag, folding it over, and making basically like a bowl for my for the beef to lay in. So I'm gonna add my beef. And remember, I'm using beef chuck roast strips for this recipe. And now I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I'm gonna pour that in. I have 1 tablespoon of roasted garlic. I'm gonna add some pepper. And then I'm going to zip it up. Push out the air, and then just kind of smush it around. Get everything mixed up and incorporated. I'll put this aside and I'll show you guys how I'm going to make the sauce. Okay guys, I'm back. Next, I'm going to show you how I make my sauce. I'm using the beef bone broth that I got from Costco. You probably saw it in my my grocery haul. So these are packets of individual beef bone broth. I tasted it. It seems a little salty. That's why I didn't add a lot of salt. I didn't add any salt to the meat. The Worcestershire sauce is salty. And then I'll see how much salt this adds. So I have 8 ounces of hot water, and then I'm adding in the packet. Obviously it's powdered, so you're gonna need to whisk it around. The hot water is supposed to help it dissolve, and it comes out looking like chicken broth basically. But this is the bone broth. I'm gonna add in another tablespoon of garlic. This is a basic just beef recipe, but it's gonna be very garlicky. Now, once I'm done cooking, I'm gonna thicken this with xanthan gum, or xanthan gum, however you say it. But I'm not gonna do that part just yet. So now I'm gonna take the beef and I'll head over to my wok. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm adding some avocado oil to my pan. Actually, to my wok. I'm gonna add my beef strips and mix it all together. Remember, this has been marinating already. And garlic and pepper, Worcestershire sauce. When doing this, you want your wok very hot, but you want to be careful. Definitely be careful. I'm going to prepare my sauce. I have the bone broth. I'm going to add in my xanthan gum to thicken. And then mix it all around. You can do this with the xanthan gum, hot or cold. It doesn't need heat to thicken. And I am going to add some salt to the meat now. And a little onion powder. Just for some contrast. I'm going to be adding in the organic broccoli florets that I got from Costco. The bag was frozen, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to cook these for about 3 minutes. I'm adding in most of the sauce. Bumping up the heat. So once the broccoli is tender and the xanthan gum has thickened up the sauce, that's it. And in my experience, as the sauce cools, it'll get thicker. So here's the final product. I'm going to be adding some more of the sauce on it because it's super yummy. Nice and garlicky and tasty. And that's it. If you want your sauce thicker, add more xanthan gum. If you want it thinner, add less. I have a happy medium. So this is my meal. Thank you for watching. Check out all my videos. Check out my Chowful playlist. Check out some of my videos that are going pretty viral. I appreciate your support and have a great day. Bye.